I am the blackest man alive. Oh, you better recognize. What up, people? It's the Outer Worlds. It's BC the Brain Supreme. It's Collector versus Wild. It's the Brian Chambers movement. We're about to get down to business in this thing we love to call the Fallout Killer. What Fallout should have become and didn't. Because reasons. Let's go ahead and apply that. Let's get us into the settings, because I know I'm going to. Oh, yeah, give me all the field of view, Jesus. I want all the field of view I can get. Gee, I love games that add field of view. Thank you, game designers. Let's turn the music down a little bit. That shit is loud. What is... that stuff is loud. My apologies. Let's get that music down a taste, because it's blaring in my ears. I don't know how it sounds to you guys, but it is not pleasant. On my end, the controls, invert the y-axis, please. Who inverts the x-axis? Is that a left-handed person? Is that what happens? Do left-handed people do better with that? I don't know. Controller auto sprint. Enable a controller auto sprint to be able to sprint without needing to hold. Yes, I would like auto sprint, please. Controller sensitivity, I always like to be a little higher than most people. Aiming sensitivity, let's take it up to about 38. I'm not worried about all that other stuff. Button layout's cool for now. I'll adjust it if something changes that I don't like. Show player helmet, yes. Show companion helmets, no. I actually don't show my helmet either. Or what I don't remember, show your helmet when you have one equipped. Uncheck to keep your head visible at all times. This will not affect. That's fine. Enable cinematic. Yeah! I want to see killing. Head bobbing. No, I hate that. I don't need my games to be that dang real. Enable tutorials. Alright, man, I think we're good to go. Let's get down to square-ass business. It didn't let me choose the difficulty, though. Maybe that's in once we start the game. I haven't played this in over a year. I beat it many years ago. It's a fantastic game, by the way. It is an absolutely fantastic game. Please believe me. Please believe me. This game is outstanding. What did I do? I just selected easy mode. Yeah, we're going to play it on easy mode because I want to be able to talk while I'm playing. And we'll eventually do the hard mode stuff. I don't know if I'll stream the hard mode stuff. But probably, because that way you guys will get to watch me not like this game very much. But we'll see, man. Clem's in the house. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. What up? What game is this one? This is called The Outer Worlds by Obsidian. Yes, the people who made Fallout New Vegas.
When prosperity awaits you in the stars, come to Halcyon, the only colony on the edge of the frontier, owned and operated by corporations. A trip of 10 short years will feel like mere minutes, thanks to the comfort and safety of your very own hibernation chamber.
God, the marketing is, oh, this is so well written.
Designed to maximize your productivity with
10 short years.
With only a minor term of service, you will become the master of your own destiny when you go out of this world to the Halcyon colony.
Broken Suba in the house. What's up, man? So I platinumed this on PlayStation 4. Now I'm doing the Xbox run. Phineas Vernon Wells.
Hundreds of thousands of colonists left adrift out here forever, just to keep from damaging the board's bottom line. Disgraceful.
All right, now the guy. Oh no, I'm playing on easy mode. Who cares? Do what I want. I do want my intelligence. Do I want to be dumb?
You're a few stars short of a constellation.
Because the things I care about is absolutely being able to persuade.
I remember when we had those.
Let's use the guide. Let's see what the guide says about making your character into a thing. All right, so it's telling me to build my character. Actually, where is the part where they talk about building the character? I think that's in the other guide. So we're gonna go to the other guide, friends. The other guide is en route. Alright, Supernova uses hard settings. I forgot this has like survival mode from Fallout, which I hate, but we're playing on easy mode, so we won't see that on this playthrough. Uh, hmm. What in
Let's see.
the world is
What do we
that?
have here?
I did not copy and paste that, you hooker. Alright, intelligence. No, alright, I don't remember where I saw the guide for the build. Must find it. See, this type of stuff gives me anxiety in video games because I'm the type of person that's like, well, why wouldn't I work to make all this shit awesome? Because I do that in real life. Like, I'm strong, I'm pretty agile for, my age. I like to think I'm not completely retarded, so my intelligence is all right. Like, oh, you can only be super intelligent or super strong. Like, it's RPG bullshit. Because I'll have people even defend it. Like, if you were in life, like, no, dummy, I read a lot of books and lift weights. There's 24 hours in a day. What are we doing? With your pseudo choice forcing horse shit. I'm already complaining about the game. We're not even an hour into it. He's already bitching. 'Cause that's what he does. He's the angry, not video game nerd. He's the angry guy who's too old to play video games and has had a fantastic life. And video games are more boring than his real life. So it's like, why am I playing this again? All right, hold on. You could even turn the difficulty down. I'm just going to have to read through this again. Susceptible to permadeath, blah, blah, blah. Maybe, you know what? Maybe it was in here. Yeah, here we go. Got it. Put charm temperament to high and dexterity to good. Charm and temperament is what they want us to get high, not our mind.
I'll have to use smaller words around you.
All right, so this lets us do two-handed melee, which I'm never going to do. Lie and sneak and medical and engineering. Do I really need all that? I guess I will be sneaking a lot on hard difficulty, so I'll probably change this. Persuade, yes, persuasion needs to be in here for sure.
You're a block of frozen meat, and I like you already.
All right, then it says, get what to good? Charm and temperament to high. Dexterity and perception to good. Okay, that makes sense. All right, good enough. I like when there's strategy guys that just say, hey, pick these things. Because the thing I hate about these menus where you have to choose how good you're going to be in the game or what you're actually good at, the problem with this premise from a game design perspective, just in my opinion, this isn't fact or truth. This is just how I approach playing games. Like, I have no idea what I'm about to walk into. Like, if you told me I had to go do a mission, it's like, hey, what do you want for your loadout for this mission? Well, what are we doing? We're not going to tell you. Pick a loadout. That's how I feel about RPGs that force you to pick perks and shit before the game starts. Like, because it's like, what would you like to be good in? Because you're playing a role. I get it from the Dungeons and Dragons side, but from a guy who plays these things as a power fantasy and wants to be good at whatever's going to make me enjoy the game, well, I have no reference for what the game is. So, like, I would make myself great at all these things if I have a choice, but clearly I don't have a choice. You're going to force me to pick things in a limited fashion. But I have no working knowledge of how many people am I going to run into the game that I'm going to have to persuade. Because usually in these games, like, I never used to do persuasion in video games until I started playing more of these kind of Bethesda Elder Scrolls wannabe games. not wannabe, but games after their ilk of games. And it's like if you have crazy persuasion, the game gets 1,000 times easier to navigate the social aspects. And there's never not social aspects. So it's just like fuck it. I wouldn't do that, but I'll just make myself crazily persuasive and screw strength and being fast. But that's not necessarily the way I would play. I don't know. I just feel like games need to do a better job of telling the player what's coming before you ask them to pick who they want to be when they grow up. Because I want to be what's ever going to make me good at your game. Not, I want to be the things I want to pick. Because in my life, I work hard to be good at all this shit. Like, no bullshit. I work pretty hard to be strong. You guys have seen videos. And Dexter's. You know, I read 3 books a week. What else? You know, I go to the gun range. Charm. I don't have that much charm. But I do work to be very influential and persuasive, so there's that. I don't really want to intimidate anybody. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'll just get good at all this shit. Why are you forcing me to pigeonhole myself? All right, here we are. Now I got to pick sub skills. Put your bonus points into dialogue stealth. Okay.
You could make a vicar doubt the law. Subtle and discreet. Exactly what I need.
And what I don't remember about this game is if at some point I can level all this stuff up to a level that I'm happy with. It's been a long time since I've played this, so I don't remember everything. I don't remember this game being one of my like top favorites, like Nier Automata, where I'm like, yo, this game needs to be on my top 10 list. I don't think it's quite that dope. But this second playthrough, or I guess third playthrough technically, will kind of tell me that. But I do remember liking it a lot. Let's go. Aptitude. What did they tell me to do for aptitude? Each time you level up, increase your skills so that you can end up with 100 in persuasion and at least 90 in science and hacking. Bear in mind your companions and blah, blah, blah. All right, it doesn't really tell me what to do with my aptitude. I'm a colonist. I'm a beverage service technician. All right, let's go back to the chat so I can see what you wonderful people are talking about. Bureaucrat. I don't care. Cashier. Construction. Electrician. Elevator. Factory worker. Farmer. Janitor. Tossball. Team mascot. I'm a sous chef. Is that what they want me to be? Lock +1. Persuade. That's what I want. I want more persuasion.
At least you know the value of money.
Ooh, the N-ray damage received does come in dang handy at the end of the game on hard difficulty, because they will. The end of the game on hard difficulty lights your black ass up. Being resistant to N-rays is a good idea. I do remember that. All right, I think we're good. Let's rock it. My gender. Thought gender was a social construct. Why are we picking genders? All right. Definitely not that guy. Maybe. Nah. Maybe. I don't know. You guys tell me when I'm scrolling here. You guys tell me which one. Pick out the numbers you think. Just start writing in the comments number, because you guys are going to start. The way I want to play this game, I'm going to let you guys make the choices to a degree. There's certain ones I'm going to have to make because I'm playing for achievements. But when it comes to the stuff that doesn't matter, I'll let you guys pick. So pick my face. So just as we go through this, just start putting numbers in the chat with what you think is the guy that best represents me. Like maybe that dude, but I don't have a square chin. Mine's definitely rounded. Like more like that dude. I have a very Asian round face. Definitely not there. Oh, there he is. I got lips too, brother. Doesn't matter to me, just wear cool helmets. Well, I turned the helmets off in this game, so you're going to be seeing faces. What's up, Josh Quinn? Good to see you. Oh, speaking of, how was Undersun Resistance bands? Worth buying? Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, man. I've been enjoying them. Look at the teeth that show up right before the face comes in. Like, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. It's terrifying. Hey, look here, motherfucker. I told your black ass you better have my money. Hold on. I need to go back to the teeth one. There it is. Like this. I told your black. Oh, sorry. Yo, hold on. Where is it? yo black monkey ass to have my money. I could make him say shit with the teeth. Anyway, all right. I guess maybe this dude. What do you guys think? This guy? Is that me? I was enjoying the snow too, but I just watch it. I mainly been playing Genshin Impact today. What do you guys think? Is this me? I think that's me. I'll leave it as this one till you guys tell me otherwise. Let's get that skin tone. Albino. I'm gonna go with the skin tone that I am when I am properly tanned, which is actually pretty dark. Not quite. I can get about. That's about as dark as I could probably possibly get, but not quite that dark. And I have more of a reddish tint to me than a yellow or brown. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. What's up, Steven? Good to see you, man. Clem says, I like my characters to look ridiculous. I never try to make them look like me. Yeah, I've never. That's the one thing. Like, people are obsessed with immersion in video games. That's one of the only immersion things that matters to me. Is I can't. I rarely can play video games psychologically or even physically different from what I am. It pulls me out of the experience. Like, I tried to, like, playing Mass Effect as an asshole is just like I wouldn't say this shit. It's not my. I'm just not an asshole like that. I'm not a jerk. All right. What many people don't know is my eyes are actually a lighter color than they look at first glance. Not quite that light, or not quite that tint is the right term. Lightness was right, but the tint was off. You know what? Let's go with. I think I went with purple eyes last time or red. Yeah, let's go with Michael Jackson eyes. Steven says he's not doing so well. Yeah, I know, man. It's tough. I am definitely sad for you today, my brother. I think this is exactly the character I picked the first time I played this. My cheeks is my cheeks are very wide at the top but very narrow at the bottom. So that's about like me. So my face looks giant, but at the bottom it actually comes to a point, but my beard fills the rest in. So it looks like my whole face is giant. That's cool. All right, let's get that hair right, man. What do we got? Nope. Nope. Mm, yeah, I don't know that I would do twists on the top of my head like that, but the fade could definitely work. Actually, this is what my hair looks like right now with the backwards comb, except my hair's not quite that straight. It's a little bit more afro-like, but it definitely got the pullback going on that joint. Oh, that's Phineas's hair. It's funny. This is kind of what I'm growing my hair out to be like. So let's go with this, I guess. Check some of the other ones just in case, but that is closest to what I'm currently growing my hair to be. Is the giant long mess. It's too short. That's about how long it is right now. My hair's a little bit longer than that. Yeah, I love that. Got that little Jean-Luc Picard in there, boy. Yeah, let's go there. All right, let's get the hair where I can actually see it. It's just regular ass brown, but real dark in this joint. I do have some gray in my hair. My hair's a little darker than that. Yeah, that'll work. That's about what my eyebrows are like. Yeah, gotta have the facial hair, baby. Give it up. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting a no mustache beard. Could go the Wolverine beard, but that's kind of silly. I'll just go with the full on joint. Keep it gangsta. I don't have wrinkles like damn, how old is that? It looked like Yoda. I really have a lot of face wrinkles. So we'll go with that. Delicious. Wait. Did anybody see a place where I could decide how tall I am? Because that's something I've been tired of in these video games. They don't ever let you pick your height anymore. I guess because they didn't want to put 400 different types of heights in the game. I just want to make sure because all video games now make you short as shit. And I'm tall. Like, I'm taller than most of the people in my life. So I walk around in these games looking eye level with people. I'm like, that's not what I'm like. What happened to inclusion, damn it? Are we only being inclusive to the people who feel that they're not awesome? Because that's usually who I hear complaining about is people who think their thing is not celebrated. Well, tall people, damn it. Shit needs to be inclusive for tall people. All right, let's go with the standard name I use for all these characters. You know what? I don't think I've ever used my real name in a game. Let's try it. Except in Madden. In Madden, I use my real name because they finally, in Madden 20, went back to saying your name if you give your own character a name and it's a name that's in the NFL. What does 6 of 16 mean? I have no idea what that means. All right. Let us get some. What's up, Merlin?
Looks to be your lucky day, my friend.
Bloodborne does let you pick height. Good point. Good point. Told Mizzy to look at him if I ever find somebody that looks like that.
Not likely, bootlickers.
What was that about bootlicking, homeboy? Yeah, it's weird, Josh. Most role-playing games that let you make your character use, like even Elder Scrolls used to let you adjust your height. Not anymore. Okay. Or maybe Elder Scrolls didn't. I know Two Worlds does. My favorite RPG. Two Worlds 2, I think, did too. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know. Whatever. Madden lets you pick your height. Because all my linemen are 7 feet tall.
Ah, there you are. Wondering what's going on, eh? A bit of bad news there, I'm afraid. Your colony ship was inexplicably knocked out of skip space and forced to complete its journey at sublight speeds.
Boo!
Means that you and every other colonist on the Hope have been in suspended animation for 70 years, give or take. Normally, reviving someone after so long leads to some quite horrifying results. It's called explosive cell death, but it's really more of a liquefaction. Something wrong? Oh, yes, well, not to worry. I've pumped your body full of a special concoction I devised to keep you from dying so horrifically. Hopefully at all, but I guess we'll see, yes?
Yeah, I guess we will, Doc.
This was the last of my chemical supplies saving you. I know it's a lot to ask, but I must have your help securing more if we're to save the rest of your fellow colonists. I'd see it done myself, of course, but the board has a sizable bounty on my head. Now, my ship is inoperative, but I've managed to hire a small smuggler to help you out. He'll be... Oh, I see we're in position. Good luck.
The little subtle humor they bake into this game is dope too. Not enough games are funny. And that's, I get it. Writing comedy is incredibly hard. I got it. My son was just trying to get me to watch Attack on Titan today. I've seen the movie with my sons and it was so damn terrible. I was like, "You want me to watch the cartoon too? I'm good, man. You enjoy it. I don't need this in my life."
Can you hear me? Is this thing working? Ah, there you are. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the smuggler. His name is Hawthorne, and he should be waiting for you at the landing site. He's to be your chauffeur, so to speak. Not to worry. I'm told he's a specialist. Dashing gunslinger, one-of-a-kind ship, that sort of thing. You'll like him, I'm sure. I've also outfitted you with a simple wireless monitor, so I can track your progress. I'll check in with you as soon as you land. Good luck. I'm all the colonists are counting on you.
All right, count on me, baby. Count on me.
Ah, you've landed. Good. Hawthorne should be close by. What in law's name? Is that him? Oh, that idiot. I told him to plant the beacon and move away, not stand holding it. Oh well, no sense in letting his ship go to waste.
Dude, look how gorgeous this
Hawthorne won't
is.
mind you taking his ship. Better you than the board, huh? Not
Look at
sure I
that.
trusted the fellow. Might have gone after the bounty on my head. Shame about the whole squashing thing. Nasty way to go.
Very nasty. Yo, first of all, I don't remember this game being this gorgeous right off the break. Two, I don't think it had the FOV slider when I played this game before, and I love the FOV slider because when you can take the field of view and make it super wide like this, it gives you peripheral vision, which is something that so many video games lack, especially in shooters where you need to be able to see where people are attacking you from. But really fantastically gorgeous video games. Yeah, I don't remember this being this beautiful. Wow. This game starts off with sexuality, doesn't it? I'm just walking around checking it out. You know, I like to explore. I like to look at the trees moving, man. It's crazy. Attention to detail. I do score high with an aesthetic appreciation on my psychological evaluation, so the fact that that caught me emotionally is not strange to me. What y'all talking about out here? What up, what up, what up? Don't run, baby. We together. We in this together. Me and you, we gonna be friends forever. Look at us. I jump up here and get some love. Is this where the strippers are hiding? Strippers! Come on, strippers. I know you're here. Nothing but love. Go underneath an obstacle. I do remember this little tutorial part. It's very short, though. The tutorial in this game, or at least this function of the tutorial, is very short and sweet and to the point. And it's cool because it's actually part of the game, so it doesn't make it feel like it's technically a tutorial, although you totally know it is one. Josh says he also scores high with aesthetic appreciation. That's what's up, man. Like that. Wait a minute. I feel like they changed something. Did they? Nah, I'm probably just remembering it wrong. Oof. Dude, I'm sorry for your loss. Who's you grubbing on, baby? Let's get some food, baby. Come on now.
unforeseen side effects.
Hey, you, come here.
Your mama. My name ain't you, and I don't take orders from you,
You've tried
bitch.
the best now. Now try the rest. Spacer's choice. Oh, law, that stings. Looks like the bleeding stopped. I owe you one. Hope you don't mind me omitting this little exchange from my report. Spacer's choice doesn't like us accepting outside help.
Your mama's Spacer's choice. Hold on, I'm trying to grab something there, team. I'll be right back with you. Nope, that's not it. Where in the name of Christ, my Lord, did I put this stuff? No, that's the other headset. You bunch of hookers. Alright, we're good. Just trying to get my technical setup squared away. Alright, so that's good. We're now only missing... and it's done. Excellent. Alright, let us... Oh, shite monkeys. Did I do what I think I did? Oh, because that is not going to be a good thing. No, I couldn't have done that. That's ridiculous. Because I had it, and now it's gone. That's that headset. Where is the cord from Motley Industries at? You see, this is why I became a pimp in the first place. I don't have no patience. There we go. There we go. There it is. All right now. All right, let's move. I knew that was going to knock that over. You're all whores. I'm talking to technology, by the way, guys. I'm not yelling at slaves that I keep in the house. There'd be no room for them anyway. There's like 10 people living here, so.
Oh, we're all part of the Spacer's Choice family here. Not that I deserve to be. Can't even deliver a company slogan. We were out on patrol. I saw a marauder camp up in the hills. Thought I could take him. Then my gun misfired. Right through my side. I mean, what are the odds of that, right? Just barely scraped by with my life. Crawled in here and blocked off the exit with
Word.
those canisters.
Got my water bottle. We ready to roll.
Investigating an illegally grounded ship. All spacecraft must arrive and depart from authorized landing pads. That's board law, that is. Some hull had grounded their spacecraft out in the open. That's a real good way to attract marauders. See those canisters by the entrance? Marauders come sniffing around in here, and I can take them all out with a single shot. Not bad, huh? Yeah, okay. You look like you know your way around a gun.
I do.
Got some spare ammo, not counting the bullet in my side. Here, you can have my saber too, for patching me up and all. All Spacer's Choice weapons are now 30% less likely to malfunction. You've tried the best, now try the rest. Spacer's Choice. Yes, nailed it that time. The Hope? Is that some sort of fancy new drug? Are you with Auntie Cleo or something?
Oh, Lord, this dude's
Don't take
ridiculous.
this the wrong way or nothing. I'm not allowed to fraternize with Cleo workers. Company policy.
I'm out. I don't even want to talk to this dude no more. He's a hoe. His mama's a hoe. And so is his daddy. And his uncle. His uncle's a hoe. I knew him. Back in the war. He's hoeing. Selling his body during the war. Who does that? This guy's uncle. That's. Thought I remember there being something in one of these things too. But perhaps no. Man, it wasn't even that loud, all that hollering.
Can you hear me? What in the hell? This.
See, Josh Quinn says, speaking of, I took the hexacode test 2 days ago, and I was comparing my results from the past. I noticed my score on sentimentality, um, as well as my social self-esteem and liveliness dropped since last time. I feel concerned about this. How much did it drop? How many points? I can't. I cannot say that those three words back to back. Tactical time dilation. Like if I ever see words together, my brain tries to say all three of them at the same time. So what you almost heard me say there was dilation. My brain oftentimes moves faster than my mouth can keep up, and I slur words all the like I butcher words because my brain's trying to say it faster than my mouth can. So I sound a lot of times like I have a speech impediment. Maybe that's what a speech impediment is. Maybe I have a speech impediment. Oh Jesus. Due to complications and blah blah blah. That's cool. Oh, I was crouched that whole time. That's funny. Wow, you got nothing for me, Ethan? Hacking and picking locks. Your hacking and lockpick skills help you get into places you're not meant to be. Mag picks are used to break open locks and bypass shunts used to break computer encryption. Skill is high. All right, let's go. All this writing. That's right. I think those are the healing. Cash. Oh yeah, baby. Give up them things. All right, so I'm 10. All right, eyes on. Let's get some. Dang, that dude has great closing speed. Good lord, man. Need you on my team, baby. Need that closing speed on my team. The Castlevania series has the best music in video games. True or false? There's a little question for you guys. See where your heads are at. The Castlevania series has the best video game soundtrack. True or false? And if you make me pick a specific Castlevania, gladly. Super Castlevania 4. Is that the best soundtrack in video games? Weapon management. You can have up to 4 weapons equipped at a time by navigating into the weapon, selecting blah blah blah. All right, Josh says with sentimentality it went from 3.25 to 2.5. Social self-esteem went from 3.25 to 3.0, and liveliness went from 3.75 to 3.0. All right, so question for you, Josh. Are you under 25 years old? You don't need to give me your exact age. I don't want to know your private information, but just are you under 25? Is the question at hand. You're over it. Okay. Damn it. Did not mean to do that. Does that mean it needs to be repaired? Probably. Rogan Zuba says false. Chrono Cross. I'll give you Cross. I can't. I won't go with Trigger. And not just because I think the game's boring. I think Cross is a. I don't even think Trigger and Cross are in the same freaking universe musically. I mean, Chrono Trigger has dope music. Don't get me wrong, but Cross has like a that Chrono Cross, no bullshit. They need to make, if they haven't already, a Grammy nomination for video game music. Like that needs to be a category, and Chrono Cross should easily have a Grammy. No, or fuck it, don't even make a category. Just dope ass music that isn't in a regular genre. Chrono Cross deserves to be at the top of any music stack. So, okay, I'll give you Chrono Cross. I like that one. But Trigger, nah. I'd say even Secret of Mana has better music than Chrono Trigger. At least for the 20 or so hours I put into the game. Like the final battle music in Secret of Mana, I think crushes everything, every song I've heard from Chrono Trigger. Not the final battle music, but the final song and the build up to the final thing. All right, Josh. So, have you been working actively to change those numbers yourself, right? So, have you been actively, like when you took the test, were you not happy with your level of sentimentality? And did you actively, since you took the test, try to be less sentimental? Your other one was social self-esteem went from 3.25 to 3.0 is not a huge leap. Because the next set of questions I would ask are things like, what was your emotional state if you remember the first time you took the test? What was your emotional state the second time you took the test, right? Because those things can affect how self-aware we can be in the moment. Like if I'm super angry about something that, somebody did something super wrong to me, there's a good chance I'm gonna score maybe slightly lower in honesty and humility because I'm gonna want to punch this person in the face, and that's gonna affect some of the ways I answer the questions in the moment. So I think one of the keys too is making sure you're in a kind of even emotional state when you take the test. Oh, I will definitely put that to use, friendos. See how easy that is to switch a weapon, Kojima? Look how fast I can switch weapons, Kojima. Look at that. That's how all games should be. Not, hey, go to your menu real quick and on your D-pad and like, fuck you. Just let me cycle through the damn weapons. What is the deal with your games? Why do things that have no need to be complicated, why are they so complicated in your games? Hideo, I love you. I want you to win all day, every day. And I feel like you win harder. You can make your games better at being action games. they did win a Japanese award. That's cool. I don't believe I can answer this as I have the soundtracks to both Dragon's Dogma and Dark Souls. Ah, Dragon's Dogma soundtrack? Really? Or what was the other one you said? Dark Souls? I'll give you Dark Souls. I haven't gotten that far in the game, so I can't judge that one. Okay, it has everybody answering this question played through Castlevania 4 before you start answering the damn questions. But oh yeah, ho.
No valuable plunder. Unauthorized access of spacefaring vessels. Hello, Marauder.
What's up, girl?
I am Ada, the autonomous digital astrogator of this vessel. Please be informed that I am authorized to use violent retribution against unwanted solicitors. Please return any misappropriated equipment and exit this vessel in an orderly fashion. Failure to do so will result in your immediate destruction.
I love this lady. She's hilarious.
I detect an elevated heart rate, indicating dishonesty. Please prepare yourself for lethal deterrence. Jettison procedures initiated. Disengaging airlocks. Preparing to eject all boarding parties in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You are still here. My deception protocols have failed.
That is true.
I have been programmed to express disappointment. This vessel is the registered property of Captain Alex Hawthorne. I am incapable of accepting orders from anyone other than Captain Alex Hawthorne.
Scooby-Doo.
I deduce from the tone of your voice that Captain Hawthorne failed to meet...
Oh, he didn't fail. He was right on target.
I understand. I will require some time to process this information. Thank you for your patience and for your honesty. I am programmed to take orders exclusively from Captain Hawthorne. If I accept your orders, then you must be Captain Hawthorne. Do you understand?
I do.
Well done, Captain Hawthorne. I see the powers of deductive reasoning remain intact. Unfortunately, our engine is currently inoperable. Our main drive suffered a critical power failure, and we were forced to make an emergency landing. The main drive's power regulator has been irreparably damaged and must be replaced.
Word.
Astutely observed. However, the probability of locating a power regulator within a worker settlement falls within acceptable parameters of...
Take it easy, Merlin.
High-capacity power regulators are sometimes employed in the electrical networks of worker settlements. I have taken the liberty of printing you a new Captain's Identity cartridge. Please try not to lose it this time. This cartridge identifies you, Alex Hawthorne, as the registered proprietor and captain of the Unreliable. Do you understand? Thank you. I appreciate your cooperation. Best of luck in your search for a power regulator. Try to stay alive this time.
Word 'em up. All right, let's take some comments and then we'll get right back to the game. Somebody said they couldn't answer a question. That's where I left off. Trigger is... Oh, no, I've left off on... don't believe I can answer this as I have the... Okay, that was Dark Souls. Broken Super says Trigger is about the same. I don't feel like I can take that it's 8-bit versus, produced music, but melodically, like just judging the song's melody to melody, I don't think it. But again, I only got 20 hours into Chrono Trigger. Do all the awesome songs happen at the end? Because don't please, no one misunderstand me. Chrono Trigger's soundtrack is dope. It's not anywhere near one of my favorites, but it's dope. But Cross, and I've only played like 5 hours of Cross, and what I heard in those 5 hours murders everything that I've heard in Chrono Trigger. Just and maybe it is because it's maybe there is some 8-bit bias in there because it doesn't sound like actual music. It sounds like a video game, but that's not true because I love. There's video game soundtracks that are straight video game soundtracks like Mega Man that are outstanding. Uh, so Clem, Castlevania 4 is just that Super Castlevania 4. It's the first Castlevania on the Super Nintendo, and it's a remake of the original Castlevania. They basically rebooted it once it got to Super Nintendo. Uh, as for sentimentality, I have not been working on it between the time I took the test. Yeah, so I mean, the first thing that comes to mind, Josh, if your scores are so far off, it means either you've gone through a drastic life change that could have happened, right? Like if you've gone through some type of trauma, things can be off, right? Not assuming that you've been through trauma, I just use that as an example. Also, depending on the emotional state you were in when you took the test the first time versus now, I would need to have been able to evaluate where you were both times to figure out why you felt the answers. Or maybe you have just done more self reflection, more self thinking, and you've thought to yourself, maybe I answered those questions not exactly the way I would have if I was being fully honest. It might just mean the first time you took the test, you didn't completely answer as honestly as you could, or you like what a lot of people do on psychology evaluations, unfortunately, is they answer the questions as the person they wish they were versus the person that they are. So, like one of the ones I'm trying to think on the dark triad test that's always hard for me to answer is I'll give it to you. The dark triad test, for example, will ask you, do you think it's smart not to tell people all your business? I was raised that way. You don't tell people all your business. Like, and I remember growing up, like that was a black thing. It was like, man, white people be spilling all this shit. You keep your business to yourself and you mind your own business. You got me, little black boy. Yeah, all right, Dad, got it. So culturally, it was just like you don't go around the world telling all your business. Yeah. So that makes me a little bit more Machiavellian when I answer that way. But that's the like I want to answer it. No, I tell everyone that's not true. There's another question in there that's a better example. That it's like I wish I wasn't this way, but I have to be honest and admit that I am. So it might just be
If your equipment is
that.
in need of repair or modification, the Crux 2000 workbench is at your disposal. I suppose everything on the Unreliable belongs to you now, Captain. Help yourself. No, really.
I will do exactly that, ho. So yeah, I would need to know your emotional state, and my assumption would just be that you've gotten a little bit better at answering the questions, and being more open and honest with yourself would be my immediate guess, but we'd have to sit down and have a conversation to really determine if that's the case. Skill improvements from Auntie Cleo. Oh, I get to plus myself up. Oh, all right, we'll do that later because I need to. Right now, I need to go back to the guide before I do that. Get out of here, you hookers. It's the ones that shot you, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then we'll get the pistol up in there. I want the sword. Oh, pistol up in there. There it is. Now we are.
The ship's engines cannot be powered until a replacement regulator has been properly installed. Due to catastrophic power failure, all doors will remain on security lockdown.
Word.
These are the crew's quarters. Alex preferred to travel alone, but he always had me. These surveillance devices allow me to monitor you constantly. Please ignore them.
Please ignore them. Okay, I'll do what you say, weird computer lady. Damn, just falling from there is fall damage. This okay? I think fall damage must be something you can level up in this game. I don't remember, but it has to be. There's no way I'm gonna jump off something that low to the ground and be hurting. It's ridiculous. All right, let's go ahead and save the game. Get our first save in there. Now, when we play it on hard difficulty, if we get there, if we feel held to keep playing this game. Hey, boss.
I'll be with you, friend. I'm Ernie from the Spacer's Choice Department of Human Resources. Town sent me hereabouts to check on the guards. Now, seems to me, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but seems to me they're all dead. Mind telling me what happened here? Oh, cool your thrusters, friend. Just out here doing my trade. Gathering remains, tagging corpses, filing reports. Guess I'd better get to cleaning up. Can't just leave company property scattered about, bleeding out on the dirt. No can do, friend. That armor's Spacer's Choice property. Bodies, too. Living or otherwise. Company policy, you see. You don't want to amble on over to Edgewater at your earliest convenience. The constable's office might have work for someone with your...
Hey, Jenny, what's up?
Let's just say, aggressive disposition. Oh, and be sure to stop by the Edgewater Provisioner for a can of salt tuna. It's not the best choice. It's Spacer's Choice. Don't get paid bits to chat with strangers. You want to chew the rag, go talk to Silas over by the cemetery.
All right. Lucky I'll shoot you in your ass. Don't put it past me, ho. Wait, can you only sprint that far, or is the game tripping? I don't know what's going on with the not sprinting that's happening in this game. I'm just gonna take out the rest of these marauders. Harlequin says, "Yo, Brian." Hold on. I've been noticing when it comes to sentimentality, I care for the people who I am close to enough, but not so much when it comes to society at large. Yeah. Yeah, you might just be discovering a little bit more about yourself the more. That's why I tell people to take the test every 3 months. Get a good reading, you know? Because, you know, none of these tests are perfect. You know, they're... Where you going, ho? I am out of bullets. Maybe I shouldn't have started this fight, because the sprint feature is not damn working. Throwing rocks, ho? All right, let's go ahead and where's the options? Because this ain't working. See if this fixes it. Yes, that fixes it. Jesus. Oh, I see what I was doing wrong the other way around. I got it. On me. Get that shovel, ho. See, Harlequin says, "Yo, Bryant, East Starland is legit. I only bought a coffee bottle from them, but I went in not knowing what to look for. So it was yeah, it is definitely overwhelming if you've never been there before. It's like, what did I just walk into here? This is like Uncle Scrooge's vault if it were filled with video games, except a little bit more organized." Yeah, the best thing to do is log into their, if you're at the physical store, log into their local area network website and just search for stuff. Because then you know if they have it, you can request it and they'll just bring it to you. That's how I usually do it. If I go in and I see some stuff or if I come in with a plan, I'll usually do that. Definitely won't be able to play like this on hard mode. I'd already be done. Dude, leave me alone with the perks, ho. I'm trying to do something else right now. Please. Thank you. Oh, that's what I did. That's what I want. Something is not pleased that we are here. Shotgun is weak as hell. My pistol is stronger than that. How silly is that? Because I have it in my hand, it won't let me unequip it? That is type silly right there, G. I feel like we can do better than that. Matter of fact, I feel like we can do a lot better than that. I knew it's like I was saying to myself, there's a lock picking situation here that I don't think I'm ready to do yet. And there it was. O'Brien, out of curiosity, did your family enjoy watching the inauguration? My family was enjoying it. No. I think my wife watched it. I didn't. I don't ever watch. I'm beyond not interested in that stuff, man. I don't need to hear people say a bunch of whatever it is they're gonna say that I'm sure is awesome. Just do your job. All this talking ceremony. Get your ass in here. Go to work. So no, I did not watch it, my friend. I think my wife did, but you would have to ask her if she enjoyed it. Actually, the inauguration used to be one of the operations that was part of my mission to manage. Actually, not the well, I had to manage the fallout from the inauguration, but I did my teams. Actually, I didn't do it specifically, but the project that I was in charge of operationally hosted a lot of the inaugural balls. So that was always part of my thing back in the day. So I've had my share and my fill of anything to do with the inauguration. I have seen enough. Now that I do remember. That's gorgeous. Who's a wannabe Viking? You guys got to know, man. I don't watch the news or any fucking entertainment media, so I don't know who's talking about who or what the latest gossip is. Who are you calling the wannabe Viking? Where the hell did you come from, ho? Am I out? I'm out. Get my ass whipped too. Heal up. I do remember the fights in this game being frenetic like this, which is cool. Gator tastes like tangy, chewy. Like if chicken was tangy and chewed like bubble gum. That is what alligator tastes like. So knock yourself out if that sounds delicious to you. Almost the texture of bubble gum, except you can chew it and swallow it. And somewhat like chicken, but tangier. Maybe gamey chicken is a good way to say it. One of the dudes who attacked the Capitol building was dressed as a Viking. Well, that's hilarious. That doesn't sound like psychosis at all. But if you cook it right, conch is a mouth orgy. Clem, I don't know that I want to have an orgy in my mouth. I think we're going to have to get you a better metaphor, my man. There is nothing about an orgy that I want to be anywhere near my mouth. Let's get you. Let's get you some metaphors that actually answer the because I believe what you're trying to say is delicious, and not that conch tastes like, men and women sexual juices. That's what I think of when you say it tastes like an orgy. But live your dream, man. Good. You are good. Plus, you're giving me great material to make fun of, so please keep it coming. Billionaire says basic rules. If it is not cultivated or harvested in massive quantity, there is a reason. He said he felt betrayed Trump didn't pardon him, so now he's willing to. Cool. Yeah, man. Like, if you needed any evidence that those people have problems, there it is. I just wish this is what I really wish, and this is the probably the number one reason why listening to people talk about politics feels like listening to 4-year-olds. Like, I just wish everybody, instead of saying, this person is the right person for the job, or this person's gonna make changes that are good for America. Like, just say, be fucking honest and just say what you mean. This guy does things that I agree with, that I like, and that I think are right, and I think everybody else that does it another way is fucking wrong. Like, don't try to speak for America and what's good for the country. What the fuck do you know about what's good for the? You can't even tell me what GDP stands for, and you're talking about the good of the fucking country. Get your dumb ass out of here. Like, just tell people you don't like politics. Like, that's one of the things I love about my neighbors, man. One of my neighbors, he's a straight up conservative. He just tells you, he's like, I don't like killing babies, motherfucker. Fuck everybody that's for that. I'm like, that's honest. That's the most honest motherfucker I've ever heard. No, you don't have to agree with him, but like, at least he kept it real and wasn't making up bullshit excuses or statements about how this is better for America and better for the people. You don't give a fuck about what's better for the people. You give a fuck about what's better for fucking you. So get out of my face with this doing it for the people horse shit. Like, just be honest. You have a way that you like to live your life, and you don't like other people who do it a different way. It's fine. It's your prerogative, man. You probably shouldn't be making decisions about how, laws are made, but you're allowed to have your opinion. What do I know? Not a lot. Nothing, actually. I would have died at least 12 times in this game by now, the way I'm playing. And I don't care. Good lord, how many shots do you got to take from this? Okay, we're about to be dead, man. We don't hurry up and get this right. Why is this shotgun so garbage? Oh, if I remember correctly, maybe certain weapons are better against certain things. Like, I think energy weapons take care of these things better. That's right. I got to get back used to the nuance of this game. Yeah, man, I don't know nothing. Whatever. But no, I did not watch the inaugural as an answer to the actual question. I don't give two F's about rhetoric, and, well, I do actually give an F about rhetoric because I use it a lot, but I'd say the purpose I use rhetoric for might be slightly different than what your average politician is using it for. But yeah, I'm not interested in a bunch of rhetoric that isn't serving a purpose that I care about. Which is why I don't watch things like presidential speeches or any of that crap. All right. What's going on in this locker, baby? Remember correctly, there's a door on this side, right? Or am I confusing this with a different game? Let's see the comments. How does a snake um, display drama queen or drama king behavior? Like, what is a snake doing that's drama queen esque? What's going on in the world of snakes? They out here drama queening people to death. Man, I watched Godfrey's stand-up special last night. He had this joke about the joke about Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter. I almost pissed on myself. He started talking about the croc after Steve Irwin got killed by a stingray. The crocodiles got together and were like, "Ain't this a bitch? For 20 fucking years, this motherfucker been making us look bad, and nobody could get him. And a fucking stingray." And he had the crocodile smoking weed while he was talking. It's fucking glorious. Glorious. Now I understand why comedians talk so much about how easy it is to make people laugh by anthropomorphizing things. Like, it totally worked. It was like picturing a crocodile like a gang leader just is funny as shit just in and of itself. Like, that is the funniest shit I ever heard in my life. Anyway, we need to get in. We don't have time for tell me more. We have to get out there, son. I don't know what's going on with our sinuses in the house lately. Ah, okay, Suba, that's pretty interesting, man. Learn something new every day. Love hanging around smart people like y'all. Love it. Vending machines have guns and shit in them, right? I don't remember. I don't really have that much loot in the game just yet, so I do need to change my armor though and get rid of this crappy shotgun. Let's actually sell some stuff, man. We can already start getting rid of things like that. And that shitty shotgun can get the hell out of here. Actually, I probably should keep that for crafting, not selling. Very well. Anyway, let's get out of here. It's Pacer's choice. Love that. Well played. Telling you, man, this is what Fallout should have been. But it ain't. Not even close. Alright, now I can hack that machine outside and drop the force field. It's Spacer's choice. Or. Alright, let us get to our inventory. Power. I do like that the armor are just sets. Like I don't have to find boots and a chest plate. Like just a set of armor, dog. Come on. Thank you for simplifying that. Jesus. So I'm not in my inventory every 5 minutes effing with things. Thank you. Whoever came up with this. You all right. Mm. Oh, mama, rock me. Office door open, baby. You ready, Mushu? I am ready, baby. I'm ready, baby. It's me. It's Mushu, girl. What you doing tonight?
Unexpected, no sweeping the area.
You ain't got the skills to deal with me, G. Come on. Get your ass in gear. Where's your mom? I'm gonna whip your daddy's ass too. Where's he at? Mm-hmm. Whoop you and your daddy's ass. I ain't scared. I kill for fun. That's what I do on Thursdays, just cause. Love when games reward you for being willing to explore off the beaten path. And I can't remember, but I think you do get a double jump in this game at some point. I'm going to be looking forward to that. Oh, yes. Terrible tribute. Oh, dang it. That's the TikTok video I forgot to make. I gotta start writing stuff down. I got to start writing stuff down, baby. Yeah. I just finished up Obstacle is the Way. Just want to say thank you. I need to start reading the second book to it. Ego is the enemy. Yep. In fact, in the future, I might start having people read it in the other order. Read Ego is the enemy first and then Obstacle is the Way. But I mean, as long as you read them, it really doesn't matter what order you do it in. But I think if you were trying to maximize their effectiveness, Ego is the enemy would probably be better suited first. But you would have to ask Ryan Holiday that for sure. I am making an assumption based on the material, not his intent with the writing of the books and how he wishes them to be consumed. You guys planning to watch the Super Bowl next week? My creative. So I think I told you guys this already. I just hired a creative director and an editor for TikTok. So good news is I'm gonna be able to start churning out things faster because it won't be me. Bad news is I won't be the one there. I mean, if I'm leaving a comment, then yes, I'm encumbered. My favorite thing in frickin' video games. It's over encumbering bullshit. Because every video game wants to be damn Diablo these days. All right, let's Nope, that doesn't do shit. All right, that ought to help a little bit. Get our carry weight down, I guess. I don't use that yet because we do have to come back here, so I'm gonna save all my stuff for now, Johnny. Actually, it looks like this is about as far as we're gonna be able to go. This particular run through of this dungeon. Actually, I'm not supposed to be at this dungeon at all. Anyway, I'm just doing it anyway. Alright, so I'm guessing we're gonna get the passcode from either a dead person. I thought I just saw something light up. Did I? Sorry, little one. I had to do it though. Let's see, Josh says, I do not watch American football, so no, I would not be watching the Super Bowl. That's the interesting kind of divide, not divide, but interesting distinction between me and a lot of the people that follow me. Because I'm part nerd, but I'm also part jock, and I attract a lot of the fucking nerds, not a lot of the jocks. That's pretty cool. Although maybe you are a jock. I shouldn't assume that you're not a jock just because you don't like American football. Maybe you like uh European football. Because that's a sport. So I'm told. Ryan, did you get a chance to read that? You sent me something I'm supposed to be reading, Jenny. I don't remember that transpiring. So I'm going to guess the answer is no. What did you send me, when, and where did you send it to? By the way, it doesn't mean I didn't. It just means I don't remember. Clem needs a drink. No, call it the big game. You'll get demonetized. Call what the big game? Oh, Super Bowl? Clem doesn't watch sports. We talked about. Man, I don't be remembering the shit y'all say. I barely care enough about my own family to remember shit they say. You think I'll be remembering? That's the funniest thing. Like, I did this to one of my favorite artists back before I had any type of following. And when I did it to him, it was like, I get it. I get it. Because he was so patient with me. I was like, I got it. Yep. This is a totally not, I'm only looking at this from my perspective and not his. And he wasn't rude at all, but I said, yo, man, it was great talking with you on Twitter. Like, I met him at one of his shows, and this is a Grammy-nominated super artist. Uh, And I went up to him after the show. I was like, man, I appreciate you, man. Appreciate that conversation on Twitter we had. He's like, dude, who the fuck are you? He didn't say it like that, but I could see him being exhausted because I was the 900th person that did that shit to him that day. And it's like, I get it. Yeah. So like, yeah, B, we talked about this. Okay. I don't remember that shit. But yeah, it's just funny, man, because I was like, oh yeah. It's like, oh yeah, this dude probably gets this every fucking day, 1,000 times a day. Like, I'm not looking at this from the perspective of someone who talks to millions of people all day. It's like, oh, yeah, you wouldn't remember me because you talk to thousands of me every day. Anyway, here's my Twitter name, even though you're not going to remember that shit either, but don't worry about it because I'm a grown man. I can handle that. Anyway, what we discussed was this, and I just want to thank you for being dope. Carry on. He's like, thanks. And he was totally patient and polite with me. I was like, damn, I probably would have handled that worse than him. But yeah, all jokes aside, man, that's cool. Clem doesn't watch sports. I'll try to remember that next time. And that's why, like, when people are taken aback by some of my opinions too, because it's like, how could he think this if he's a fan of RPGs? It's like he's not a fan of RPGs. He's a fan of power fantasies. Some RPGs do that well. I also am a fan of the original Metal Gear, which is a better RPG than most RPGs I've played, even though it's technically not an RPG. You know what I mean? Like, it's B. Do you remember the episode or the edition 16 from freaking the Flash comic? Like, motherfucker, I didn't read comics growing up. I was playing football and chasing girls. Get your ass out of here. So it's like, yeah, my nerdiness only goes so far. So some people are like, how does he not get in? Like, B, when was the last time you played Dungeons and Dragons? When I was 6. When I was 6. Last time I did it. So it's just interesting to see how people resonate with my nerdy side, but they don't know that I have this whole other used to make comedy sketches, used to be a musician, and used to, want to be a professional athlete. It's like, oh, he works out and shit. Damn. Of course he doesn't read Batman comics. Like, yeah, I wish I could nerd out with you, brothers and sisters. Batman's not my world. What? Okay. I look smoother in that anyway. We're gonna ride out with that right now. Alright, let's discover this colony real quick. Or I'm not at the colony. I thought I was. Is it up this way? Hey, what's up, y'all? I love that the map tells you where to go to. It's very nice. Very nice touch. Let's see. Suba says, by the way, B, you mentioned last stream that you were taking one-on-ones. How did you announce that? I hadn't gotten the news until the stream. So I announced it only in the Good Life Playbook community and the 69 Pillars community. Because it includes my phone number, so I didn't want it to go public. I also just announced it in tomorrow's podcast. But because the audiences for that are much smaller than like my TikTok audience, it's not millions of people. I don't have to worry about getting 100,000 fucking emails. So I just put the announcement in places where only basically I made the announcement to people who are already in some type of program or connected to me because that's who I wanted to help. But is it something you're interested in, dude? Because we can talk about it right now if you want. Because if you want in, you're in. I'm not even gonna fucking interview you. If you want in, dude, you are in. We'll make it work. We'll make it work right here and now. I'll give you the website and everything. Shit, I'll even give you the veterans discount. Yeah, I made it. If you're just curious about it, I made the announcement in those three places. But thanks for asking, man. Hyrule Warriors is a cool game, except when they force you to do things. Hyrule Warriors is moderately high on my priority list to play. I bought those games because they're like Dynasty Warriors, right? Just with Zelda characters. I want to get into Dynasty Warriors. I just don't want to do all the freaking world building shit that comes along with it. I just want to do the fighting because the world building is tedious and super detailed. Like I'm starting to understand video games are really, really made for like introverted micromanagers. That's if I had to describe a personality type that kind of all like that like the personality type that's capable of liking any modern video game is an introverted micromanager. Like if you're that, you will love modern video games. If you are the if you are the antithesis of both of those things, be prepared to be disappointed by quite a few games. It's like I just got over encumbered. Nope, nope, I'm still good. Still good. Still good, baby. Hug that wall. Here he comes. Right, get kinetic. Right there. Ah, missed. Too slow. Oh, now I'm over encumbered. My favorite thing in open world role playing games is going into my inventory every 7 minutes to get rid of shit. Who came up with this bullshit? I don't care. What you guys are like, I haven't shown you really any of the story of this game. That's what you're actually gonna love about this game, man. The story is actually really cool. From what I remember it being cool. But we will definitely get into that at some point during this stream. Tonight I just wanted to have fun playing because Metal Gear was boring the hell out of me. Like that game is made to be played in short spurts. Marathoning Metal Gear Solid 5 is not like I could not. I think that was part of the reason why I didn't stream a lot last week. It was like I don't feel like playing this damn game again. I'm bored out of my mind with this game. And there's parts of it that I like. It's just like this isn't the right game for me to be playing after Death Stranding. I need something a little bit more. I think I may actually start streaming some Madden and stuff too, just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of the game. So we have a ship crash in the middle of this town, baby. What's going on? All right? Be cool now. Oh, I always play what I enjoy, man. I just think Metal Gear just burnt. I didn't want to play video games, let alone stream. Was more my point. Not like, oh, I have to stream Metal Gear to do a stream. That's not what I mean. It was more like, or maybe I'm interpreting your comment wrong, but my stance was more along the lines of Metal Gear is making me not want to play video games right now. So I'm taking a couple days off of this streaming stuff. I actually thought about just doing a stream without playing a game just so I could hang out with you guys, but then I went to bed. That dream died. That dream died. Oh, I thought this was the camp. I remember that place. It's funny because I don't even think I went to that place till way later in the game, the first time I played it. All right, let's get to town, do some story stuff, man. I've been out here exploring, kicking ass enough. I do remember liking the soundtrack to this too. It's very subtle, but it's very ambient, very nice. Loops you into the game right nicely. I don't know. I played Dynasty Warriors something or other last year, and it had like you have to tell you're the king, and you got to decide we're gonna dedicate the resources to farming. Like fuck you, just let everybody die and let me go fight. Do no damn farming. Get your ass out of here. There are memes about how Kojima left Konami over Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, they kicked his ass out. They told him to kick fucking rocks. Like, thanks for building our company, but fuck you. It's basically what they did to Kojima. Uh, I mean, I'm sure there's a Konami side to the story. It's not quite that black and white. But that's what it certainly looked like to everyone on the outside. Like, damn, that's how y'all gonna do this, dude? Get your growling ass out of here. What do you want, ho? Yeah, Kojima came in there, kicked ass for 30 years, and then like, yeah, we good, man. Go on. I think if I were designing a video game and I like the publisher says you have to have a shitty looter shooter system and you have to have a carry limit, I'd handle it like this. The carry limit does not kick in until the next time you go to a town. Right? And so when you get to town, now you have to manage your inventory. And I get that it's supposed to be balancing, I guess, people who are hoarders who would just collect everything in the game and become a millionaire. But my thing is, if somebody's going to spend 7 hours running around the damn map, picking up shit to sell it for $1 million, fucking let them. Like, why wouldn't you? I mean, I get it in a MMO, you can't do that because it would fuck up the economy. But in a single player game, if that's the way the person likes playing the game, I mean, I wouldn't do that because it just sounds terribly boring. But like for people who aren't abusing the carry limits, like I'm just not paying attention to it. I'm not hoarding shit so I can be a millionaire. I just don't feel like fucking doing inventory management every 7 minutes. So that every time you go to a town, force the person like do your goddamn inventory management and make it so that the game like going to towns is how you sell shit or make money. Like make going to towns a mandatory thing, but like have a like a trigger that makes the thing kick in. Because if I'm out exploring and I'm picking up stuff that I'm gonna either use to craft stuff later, like I'm subconsciously not, I'm consciously not processing that I'm picking up all this shit, and then all of a sudden I can't run. It's like, oh shit, the fucking over encumbering bullshit is kicking in again. Like, damn it. Like I got to a point in Cyberpunk where I just stopped picking up loot. I'm like, if this is the way this game's gonna be, I just don't need any more loot. The loot sucks in this game anyway. F it. Like, you sure you don't? No, I think I used the same gun in Cyberpunk for the last 20 hours of the game. I don't think I switched guns. It's like, fuck it, I'm not picking up any more loot because this game's damn loot system is shit. Let's see. There's a new one. You're talking about Metal Gear Online? It was trash. It got trashed by reviewers too, as it should have. Gonna make a game without the guy that freaking made the game. Good luck with that. Oh, did we lose Suba? Suba left me that comment and I responded to him, but Suba left that comment and I responded to him, but I didn't see anything come back from him. Did you guys know, did he leave? Yeah, and by the way, anybody on this stream, I mean, you guys are kind of my social media inner circle, so to speak, at least for now, until we become the Rock. I want to just be unarmed. Can I do that?
Hey, you hear about Wilson?
Heard Moronically coming.
Just between us.
Like, if any of you are interested in the one-on-one thing, just holler at me. Well, I'll gladly save you guys a seat. Oh, Ryan kidnapped him. Cool. How much is the ransom? I'll pay it now. How much do you want for soup? I'll pay the ransom now. The town leader. So yeah, I announced it on Band. It was Band is where I made the announcement, my brother.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's...
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself.
Your name is Toby. That's what I'm calling you from now on. Toby. You ain't Mr. Thompson. You are Toby.
You were saying, Miss Holcomb.
It's just what Bess needs is a proper refurbish. I can bandage her up and what all, but she's just... old. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll do better.
And I do wish you'd stop referring to our cannery as Bess. Personification of company property is strictly contrary to the Spacer's Choice Code of Conduct. My apologies. I am not in the habit of allowing my guests to witness such a row. Now, what can I do for you? I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
Your name is Toby.
Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
Do you happen to want an ass whooping? If not, just tell me where the thing is and stop all this damn talking.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out.
Oh, gee.
There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way.
So I'm gonna let you guys. Actually, I might have to make this decision because this decision we make affects the achievement. Basically, affects a pretty significant achievement that you have to play the game twice to get. I guess I could save before I do it. I think that's the way I did it last time. Oh, let's see what my therapist talking about. All right, time we meet. Cool. Yes, I will be there, therapist. Thank you. Love some therapy now. What was I getting ready to pull up? Okay, he has not messaged me yet. Good. Means I have not let anybody down. All right. So Broken Suba says so one-on-one, like one session. I have the Good Life Playbook link, but I don't know. Yeah, so it was in Band. He says, okay, gotcha. I must have missed it then. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. So if you're not there every day, it's very possible. Like if you haven't been there in the last 2 days, then that's why you missed it. Like I literally just announced it. I just wasn't anticipating that so many people were going to hit me so fast because, uh, previous experience tells me that people take a longer time to do that. But like a gang of people like, yo, I was like, all right, let's talk. So anyway, okay, got you. Must have missed that one. So one on one, like one session, nope. Session per week, nope. Specific topics, yep. Uh, how does your one-on-one work? Band accepts androids, but not billionaires. That's funny. Ryan, how do I win the lottery so I don't have to work for the rest of my life? Realize that you already won the lottery because God gave you a neocortex called a brain that you can use to make money with. Stop trying to win the lottery because most people that win it end up worse off than they were because they won it because they didn't develop the character to maintain that amount of wealth. And then they basically masturbate themselves to fucking death or end up in jail. Not literally masturbate. that sounded, the visual on that's kind of funny. But yeah. So yeah, stop trying to win the lottery. There you go. You already won it. Suba. So, and I'm gonna stop the game here just to answer your question, man, because these hangouts are way more about me talking to you guys than playing these games. But here we go. Um, so the way it works, we call it ABC, which stands for asynchronous business and life coaching. That's if you want to call it coaching. Right? Asynchronous because nothing is, well, not nothing, because we would theoretically have at least one scheduled meeting, but the there's no scheduled meetings. We use an app called Signal to communicate back and forth. When we first start, I will have a series of homework assignments for you. Good news, you've already done the first two. All right. In fact, you may have already done all three of them, and then you just need to send them to me, and then we can start. From there, I will take all of that information in. It usually takes most people about a week to do the first assignment. And then once I get all your stuff back, I will set up a meeting with you to have like a video chat about the homework. Outside of that, what it's really designed to do is give you the opportunity to reach out to me whenever you have a goal that you're trying to reach, whenever you have a challenge that you're trying to face, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So one of the examples I go back to something that I've helped people with since for years. I have helped a lot of people, not a ton of people, but I have helped people, for example, quit smoking, right? And that's one of the things I certainly have done in this program as well. So what they do is they hit me up like, "Yo, this is one of the things I'm trying to do. B, do you have any tools or systems I can use to stop this bad habit?" I'm like, "Yes, I absolutely do. Here's the tool. Here's how we're going to do it." I make it, I would make adjustments to the human because obviously certain people have different thresholds for, fighting against their own their own habits and stuff. But anyway, that's just one example. You would just hit me up whenever you think about a problem, right? And then here's the problem I'm having, B, and can you advise me on what's the best course of action? Then, so you hit me up when you have the problem and you have time to talk about it. That comes into my box. That's a notification for me. Hey, Suba's got something he wants to talk to you about. When I get a free moment, I will respond. And so what happens is what you find is we usually don't need an hour to talk about our problems. The hour-long meeting will be for something else, which will be basically setting your life strategy for right now. That's what the hour meeting is designed to build out that life strategy for you, right? But in our normal interactions, you'll realize that a lot of the problems you face, interestingly enough, the system becomes a lot like therapy because people will talk for like 5 minutes and then they realize, oh, the solution to my problem is this. Hey, B, thanks for listening. I'm like, hey, you're welcome. uh, but then other times where you've got like a specific problem that you want a solution to, you hit me up. For example, Ryan will hit me up with a thing he's thinking about for business. Like, hey, is this the best way to do marketing for blah, blah, blah? And I was like, what about this? What are you actually trying to accomplish? A lot of times I'll come back with questions before answers to make sure that I have enough context to give you an answer that's going to work for you. And then we just do that. And it's the asynchronous part is what makes it work and what makes us able to actually get to goals faster is because you don't have to wait on my schedule to have a meeting with you, which my schedule is manipulated, managed, and tyrannically controlled by the 10 people I live with. All right, so I can just get back to you when I can, which is almost always the same day. I don't think I've ever gone 24 hours without responding to somebody. Um, and then we ping pong ideas back and forth until you get to a solution you like. You go execute. If it works, bam, we solve the problem. If it doesn't, we come back with feedback, adjust the experiment, run it again, and it just helps you get through life challenges and get to goals faster because you have a person rewiring your DNA and rewiring the stuff in your brain that's keeping you from doing it right. That's it. You're Michael Jordan. I'm Phil Jackson, and that's how it works, man. But yeah, I will have specific topics for you, things that I want you to do from time to time, but it will be tailored to you. Like uh, some of the people I've worked with, there's books I have them read that I don't have other people read. You know, like for example, if I was working with Clem, I wouldn't have him read The Obstacle is the Way because he's already read it. But I've had other people read that, especially if they have challenges with resilience. There you go. And that is the short version of the long version of how that works.
The geothermal plant was built by our owners, Spacer's Choice. Lit up the whole Vale once upon a time. Most of the Vale is now abandoned. All that power is going to waste.
All right, you said this botanical lab is mostly abandoned. What did you mean? I don't care. Just get me to the thing.
We could use the power. Cannery's been struggling. If we don't ramp up productivity, the company might cut us loose.
And so the other question I know you'll ask is it works month to month, Suba. There's no contract or anything like that. It's just month to month, and you literally hit me up as much as you need to. Some people it's more. Some people will hit me every day. Some people I'll hit them and I won't hear from them for 2 weeks. But it's because they're out there killing it and they only hit me up when they need me. So think of it almost like an insurance policy where you can call a person to help you solve problems whenever you need them. Think of it like if you could have a plumber on call that you could just call when your toilets break, who just shows up within 15 minutes and fixes and gets out of there, but you paid that plumber. By the way, that's coming. I hope you guys understand that service base contracts with plumbers and shit, like a lot of the smaller businesses that I've worked with, I've tried to get them to understand this model. Like, dude, just get families to pay you on a retainer and you are their plumber whenever they have a problem, but make the fee small enough so that they don't mind paying it every month, even if I don't call you. When I do call you, I expect your ass to be here fixing my shit. But I basically have a plumber. I need to stop giving all these business secrets away to everybody. Get out of here. But anyway, there's no like you can have me at your disposal for as long as you want me to be there, and you use it as much as you need to. I tell people I've never had somebody. I did have one person do this, but it wasn't somebody I was working with one on one. It was somebody who was in the original version of the Good Life Playbook, and they would hit me every day, multiple times a day. But it wasn't that I minded hearing from them. It's one, that's not what this program is for. You're not supposed to be hitting me all the time. Separate program. But it was the stuff he was asking me. It's like, come on, my man, like Google that shit. Get out of here. So. But I tell people, if you hit me 40 times in one day, there's a good chance of probably not getting through all that. But I think the most messages I've ever gotten from anybody on any given day is Ryan. So, and he doesn't send an ungodly amount of messages. Actually, I enjoy his messages, so it's cool. So what I'm hearing is invest more into the VA. Yeah, people who play the lottery make me sick. And if my family's listening to this, yeah, I'm talking about y'all. And trying to take the easy road to dying. Like, don't take your struggle away. It's what makes you strong. Get busy. Now, don't get me wrong. If my family wins the lottery, I want my cut. Because my mom, when I told her that, she's like, well, you ain't getting none then. I was like, shit. Keep your lottery. I'll go make my own shit. All right.
I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live
there. Ryan thought I was calling him out. No, not a complete piece of shit. No, I enjoy Ryan's messages, man. You know, and I don't keep my phone like on me at all times, so I get messages when I go to my phone, so I don't ever get overwhelmed by that stuff. Like all day, me and Ryan were actually talking. We should have just called each other on the damn phone after all the messages we traded back and forth. But that whole time, my phone was charging in my room, so I was just sitting here on my computer talking through Signal.
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
All right.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations.
Yeah, and I was joking about like if you guys play the lottery, knock yourselves out. You don't actually make me sick. It's what bothers me is the mentality. Like the lottery mentality is just a loser's mentality, and I hate loser shit being in my head. But if you play the lottery because you think it's fun, knock yourself out, man. Live your life. I am judging nobody. I got no judgment for you, man. Live your dream. You want to play the lottery every day? I'll still be pleasant to you.
Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale?
Yeah, girl.
Because I know my way around.
Yeah, come
I
on,
really
get in the
just
car.
want a guide.
Your fine self.
I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
Although she is a lesbian, so that won't be happening.
But I cannot deny that
But
she
it's okay.
is talented.
We're gonna get her some
And
love too.
may
Don't you
prove
worry.
useful to you.
That's one of the cool things about this game is your crewmates that are gay. I'm pretty sure, at least her, I remember, like she still has a love story. It's just not you. Or I guess if you play as a female, maybe you can romance her. Interesting. Maybe I should have played as a female. But yeah, but she does have another love interest that you can help her develop, which I think is really freaking cool, man. I think that's dope. Let me guess, you want to take her out to ramen? Nope, no ramen this time. She doesn't go to ramen with men. Unfortunately, she likes the ladies. She only likes the ladies.
Great. I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
She's a cool character, though. You
Well,
guys are going to
glad
like her.
hear that. Best of luck to you.
Cool.
And thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Companions, all to achievements already. All right, you've gained a companion. They are characters that join you in your adventures and help in a variety of ways. Plus, companions provide combat support. Plus, their skills enhance your skills. Plus, they increase your carrying capacity, Bryant, is what that sentence should have said. Plus, you can unlock special companion combat abilities with the inspiration skill. Learn more about your companions in the companion ledger. I'm going to start reading all these. I figure if a game's going to make me read and do story crap, let's have some fun with it. Screw it. Let's have a ball, baby. Everybody, let's party. All right, Pavarotti, which is what I called you the entire game last time, even though I know your name is Parvati. I'm still calling you Pavarotti. You got to know that, girl. It's Spacer's choice, yo-ho.
Sorry, I can't do it.
Do what? Oh, that's right. That's the...
Hey, mister.
Yeah.
Can we talk talk?
Yeah, let's rap, girl.
Sorry. Can we talk?
Stop with all the sorry crap. Let's go.
Sorry. You just want to get out of here. And you likely don't want to tag along like me. It's just, Mr. Thompson has his own view on matters, on account of it's his job and what all, but that's not the only side of the tale. To Mr. Thompson, a person's a gear. It does its job quiet-like. If it squeaks or stutters, it gets replaced. The deserters are decent folk. I knew some of them before they left. I don't know anybody well. I mostly listen to them talk, kept my head down. There was a boy named Thomas who used to follow me around, asking questions about the stuff I fixed. He was real sweet to me. Not any sort of dissident. Miss McDevitt? Oh, gosh, no. She was a real important person. A flavorist. Made all the food taste decent. She used to work up in the big office with Mr. Thompson. All I know is she left after her son died. It was a real big to-do. I could hear them both yelling clear from my own place.
See.
Can't say as I know. I wasn't there. The sound carried, but not the words. If Mr. Thompson ain't of a mind to tell you his own self, you'd best ask Miss McDevitt, if he can get out to her.
Let's see, Suba says, cool. That sounds awesome. I'd love to be able to learn from you more directly. I'm guessing monthly payment. Oh, here you go. I'll just take you to the. This is the site I use for when I work with vets. Keep this link to yourself, guys. In fact, I realized I just put it on a stream. Nobody will watch this stream after the fact, though. But yeah, don't other than the people who inevitably watch the stream after the fact, which won't be that many people. Uh, just go to that link, Suba. If the link showed up in the chat, hopefully it did. Um, that is the link I give to vets that has the discount baked into it. So go nuts, man.
Mr. Thompson's aiming to take away their power. They'll have no lights to see, nor heat to cook. They'll be at the mercy of marauders, or worse. It don't seem right to me, mister. I think you should talk to the town's vicar about it. Max, his name is. Thanks, mister. I just think when you gotta make
I
a
like the
decision
vicar
that'll hurt
too,
somebody,
if I remember correctly.
it's best to think on the right and wrong side. That's what my dad used to say anyways.
Yeah, girl, let's do it. And for any feminists who might be watching, first of all, I love you guys. Secondly, if you think me calling her girl is derogatory, I assure you it's not. I am saying it in the black sense as a term of endearment, not to talk down to anyone. Rest assured, I think you are just as powerful as anybody else on the planet, yo. If not more so, you guys spit out babies. I know I wouldn't do that. I couldn't do that shit. Nope. Could not do it. Okay. Ah, I see what's happening. I missed the front door. I'm like, why is the map marker?
I've always felt weird in here. It's too clean.
Hey there, Mary. Don't see you round here too often.
Oh, I just came to talk to the vicar is all. None of us are above confessionals.
Yes, what is it? You're an outsider. Fantastic. Vicar Maximilian de Soto at your service. Or Vicar Max if you're the sort who prefers brevity. And Ms. Holcomb as well. How rare to see you out. And with a complete stranger.
Curious.
Just tagging along, Vicar DeSoto. Don't mind me.
Yeah, don't mind her.
I so rarely get new people to talk to.
Yeah.
Name your poison. Anything at all. Spiritual counseling.
Butt cheeks.
This season's tossball prediction.
Butt cheeks.
The quickest way out of town.
Butt cheeks, man. Come on. See, like, if you're going to make me do dialogue options, just make games. Actually, Ryan, I think this is what we were talking about earlier, man. With AI, like, let me talk to the game, because I'll say some crazy shit. Butt cheeks, motherfucker. Like, oh, my word. You like butt cheeks, eh? I do. Who doesn't like a good butt cheek? Who's that person? Male or female or other. Butt cheeks are fantastic.
They who are not satisfied with their work are satisfied with nothing. No. But, work fortifies the spirit. True exhaustion awaits idle hands. The OSI teaches that the Grand Architect set a perfect system in motion at the beginning of time. Contentment is found by accepting one's role in that grand plan.
No billionaire android. And you're a billionaire, so you should know what I'm getting ready to say. No entrepreneur works for money. They don't work. They do things that they care about for fucking free. And sometimes they're so goddamn amazing at it that money shows up. That's all. I don't do shit for money. I only do the shit I want to do. And sometimes I do it so well that someone likes to throw a thing at me. That's all, man.
The Order of Scientific Inquiry, also known as scientism to the layperson. Mock me all you want. I know my beliefs to be true.
That's right. We were testing the microphone. That's a good point.
What would you like to discuss?
Not any of that crap.
I've never seen you before, and there's been no paperwork indicating a transfer. Half the time it's wrong, but a new worker without paperwork? Unheard of. Also, you lack the distinctive worker gaze. Usually either a deadening behind the eyes, or in some rare cases, a wild-eyed frenzy, like a trapped animal. Pretty universal here. Except for Miss Holcomb, who, for some reason, doesn't seem to have much to say to me. Isn't that right?
It's just... there's more to it all than numbers. Sorry.
Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. I'm simply bemoaning the level of spiritual awareness in this town.
Yes, but there are few who hear me in this miserable place. I must double my efforts to elevate my flock.
I've met pastors like
These
this.
are good, hard-working people here. Yes, and thank you for pointing it out. It is wrong of me to succumb to distress. This place could be so much more, and I will continue in my quest to make it so.
What? I thought you would talk to him.
You wanted to speak to me, Ms. Holcomb? Every time I've tried to engage you in conversation, you look at the floor, answer in single words, and slink away. I can't imagine what would be so grave as to drive her to my mission. What has Mr. Thompson asked you to do? Depriving them of safety from the marauders and wildlife. I can see why that troubles you. Miss Holcomb has a soft heart. Always has, if you believe the talk. Assuming your goal is to save as many as
Take it easy, Clem.
then you should bring everyone together. Send the power to Edgewater and convince the deserters to return to the fold. If you don't mind a bit of unsolicited advice, be cautious on your way to the geothermal plant. It is not as safe as you might assume.
Bro, I'll see you later, bro. It's funny.
One of the reasons I transferred here was to fulfill my duty in hunting down banned heretical texts. I happen to know such a book is, as we speak, tainting a collector's library in Emerald Vale. However, the collector's residence lies outside the town's walls. My retrieval efforts have been thwarted by marauders who have overrun the property. Should you fare better than me, I'd pay a handsome sum for the book. It's a handwritten journal, a faded blue cover with the name M. Bakonu handwritten in the lower corner. I'll mark where I saw it on your map.
Nice. Actually, I think I remember what this is. Always serious.
Thank you. If you retrieve it, you can always find me here.
The song that's playing right now, to me, sounds exactly like Borderlands. Tell me where I'm off. Like, isn't that the town music or the desert part music of Borderlands? Aren't these two songs the same? All right, Paparotti, let's get some. Take it easy, Jay. JQ. I bet you this picture becomes the thumbnail. It's so bright and has a face on it. How much y'all want to bet? Although the face is small, it may pick a different face. Like Toby or Pavarotti. Oh, this part of the map. I remember this. Oh, you guys can't hear the music. I turned it down too much for you guys. Let me turn it up in the settings. The song that's playing now is not the song, by the way. It was the one inside the town. I think. I don't think these are the same. Uh-oh. Phone just buzzed. Uh-oh. 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 My wife just sent me a new house to look at. Ooh. All right. All right. Yeah. All day. Oh, yeah. This house is, how many bedrooms is it? 7. I guess 6 bedrooms. Okay. Swing that. All I need to see is the office space. That's all I care about. Everything else will be my wife's anyway. And I guess I need to see the basement, turning it into the game studio. All right, that's the all. Yeah, see, that's not gonna. That'll be her office. I can't use that. I need soundproofing. My loud ass kids. It's a dope crib though. I need to see the basement to make sure I can build the gaming studio. Yeah, there's enough wall space to get all the games in there. Ooh, it's got a theater too. Yeah, that could be the modern game room, and then I can have the other rooms be where I keep the backup shit. Dope. Yeah, this house will work perfectly. Oh, I'm sexy. Did you see me? Come on, girl. Let's get some loving. The Pavarotti. Yeah. I love that there's no stamina bar, or at least not one that I can see. Isn't this the place where the thing is that he wants? Get some, Pavarotti. Get him, girl. Use a little help, girl. Did we? Primal butt cheeks. Sis. Praetorian! Super comments in 3, 2, and 1. Maybe that's the trick to me liking games. Play them 8 times, because then I know everything. Because actually, those mines got me the last time I came through here. I was not pleased with that at all.
Easy.
There it is. There's Bakonu. Hold your ass, mother hunchers! Alright, girl, let's go on back to the Vicar. It's crazy that I actually remembered that. Guess we could have gone back the way we came, but I wanted to do a little exploration. Come on, Pavarotti. Get your ass up. Home. Ew. That's me doing triple jump. You guys know I set the Clark County record for long jump. Did the Clark County Invitational meet. I set the record for long jump, baby. I was in the paper. They're like, this cat's a beast. He's a beast. He's out there jumping everybody. That's right. Borst, Wurst, Grecken, Krekel, Grugel, Grecken, Gree. Grecken, Grebel, Fracken, Free. All right, where is Vicar Thompson at? Yo, Vic, let's get black, baby. I don't even know what that means, man. I'm just talking. I like that the towns are not super complex or hard to navigate. Get your ass out of here. Coming in, baby. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I can't remember if there's another use for this book. I should probably look at it first before I just go running in here like somebody's damn errand boy. Lost your mind, Chambers. Lost your mind. Okay, now let's get into that old jury. Wow, 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 wow. Have no weight, cannot be sold, laws dropped or destroyed. All right, cool. That's right. That was one of the things I wanted to praise this game about back when I played it was just the simplicity of it. Like this, oh, that you could have given that book to Grandpa Moses and he would have given you a blowjob. Like, can we just do quests and kill dragons, man?
Matter we discussed?
All this freaking stuff you're capable of missing because they want you to play the game 9 times. Like, dude, just come on, play the game, baby.
Wonderful. This is fantastic. Well worth all the sacrifices I... Wait. What the fuck is this? Is this French? I can't fucking read French. It's a law-forsaken joke is what it is. French. Ha! I was so high and mighty, preaching to the yokels about following the plan, while fighting it at every turn. Well, yes. But I assure you, it was not for personal gain, only for the greater good. I've spent my life searching for the keys to unlocking the secrets of the universal equation that underlies the plan. I had hoped this book held some of those answers. I became so desperate, I even got myself assigned to this plague-ridden backwater to find the damn thing. All the time and suffering I've spent.
All the time and suffering.
Bakonu, the author, had some interesting theories about man's perception of reality that I thought could be applied to our attempts to decipher the plan. Unfortunately, he was also one of the founders of the Philosophist school of thought, so the book is banned in this colony. Philosophism's a false religion that stands in contradiction to almost everything we know to be true. They believe all is chaos, in stark contrast to OSI's belief in the plan. But most of the philosophist perversion of Bakonu's thoughts came more than a century after his death. Please. As if my life should have no greater meaning than proselytizing to a bunch of feeble-minded wretches.
Dang, dude.
Nothing could be more excruciating than discussing the true nature of reality with people who have no interest beyond their next Aetherwave program. But that's neither here nor there. What I need to do now is to find a translator, obviously. But to do that, I'll first need to secure transport. You have a ship. Perhaps I could make myself of use to your crew. Certainly. I already gave you most of my money, but I can offer you free spiritual counseling, and I'd be happy to watch your back. I'm pretty handy with a tossball stick, or any blunt instrument, really. I'm also a passable gun hand, if it comes to that.
Oh.
I can usually talk my way out of conflict, though.
Come on, baby. Get in the car.
Oh, I'm fairly competent at hacking computers.
Yeah, you are. Get in the car, baby. Let's get naked.
Fantastic. Let me get my things in order, and I'll catch up with you.
Edgewater's gonna miss you. Folk here always had good things to say about their vicar.
Thank you, Ms. Holcomb. I'll be glad for the change of scenery, and to leave this place behind. I shall see you on the ship, Captain.
Ooh.
Whenever you're ready to leave Emerald Vale.
Actually, I want you to come on with me.
I'll meet you on the ship when you're ready.
Oh, brother, get on the wagon. I want you to help me go kill. Help me go kill some of these hookers that need the best killing. All right. Everybody join me in congratulating the Broken Suba and securing a seat in the one-on-one mentorship program. Congratulations to you, brother. You should be getting an email from me momentarily, giving you the next steps to take, and then once you take those steps, I will personally give you the next steps after that. Good news is I think you've done probably 75% of the first assignment you will have, my brother. And so you'll get through it a little bit more quickly. But yeah, I'm honored to have the opportunity to work with you, man. Congrats. We're going to go kick ass together. Let's go build something, man. Well, if you're still here, I don't even know if Suba's still here. Y'all, did you guys hear me when I talked about my speech impediment, where my brain moves faster than my my ability to speak, so it sounds like I mesh words together when I talk. It almost sounds like slurring, or like there's just words that I butcher. Like I was trying to say broken Suba and literally said booba, like because my brain is stupid. Can't. I noticed my oldest son has the issue too, because I'm like, what did you just say? He's like, Dad, I'm doing the best I can. I was like, no, I have the problem too, man. We just need to talk more slowly. Actually, one of the coaches I hired many years ago, that was one of the main things she worked on with me, was you need to talk slower. You talk so fast because you're trying to get out so much information in a short amount of time. She's like, but dude, slow down. I'm like, yeah, I'm used to having to talk quickly, so. You talk quickly when you're talking about being shot at. You learn to talk fast because you might not be alive to talk if you don't. Yeah, so I butcher words, and it sounds like I have a speech. And I was joking with myself earlier in the stream. It was just like, maybe that's the definition of a speech impediment. It's you have a speech impediment, Brian. It's like I never would have thought that that was a thing, but I don't know. I will butcher the shit out of a word in any given scenario. I will butcher it up. It's Spacer's choice. That's gonna get stuck in everybody's head before this game is over. Just so you know. Just so you know, it's coming. Harley says, Bryant, how do you get someone to stay motivated on their goals over the internet? Do you stop by their house and yell at them? No. I teach them that motivation is fucking horse shit. Stop chasing it. And learn how to be disciplined and consistent. And then I show them how to be disciplined and consistent. that's how we do it, man. Yeah, like over the internet, it's easy, man. I guess the answer to your question is I don't do that like for the public, but for the people that I talk to in like one-on-one sessions or like a couple years ago, I used to host. I think it was 5 week. It was 4 or 5 week group coaching sessions. It was something I used to do with my business years ago. And in fact, that's how a lot of people got on these streams with me was that they came from that, and then they just started hanging out with me outside of my business. But I used to host weekly, or I'm sorry, was it weekly or monthly? I think it was weekly. It was like a 5 or 6 week coaching program, just intensive that I took people through to get them from point A to point B. And those are the environments where I help people stay focused and get after it. Like I don't the impact that I have on people just from like social media is it's not negligible because people tell me all the time that they get a lot out of what I say. But in terms of like helping people consistently kick ass, social media doesn't really do that. Usually where I'm able to have that impact is when I can have usually a one-on-one conversation with that person with some regularity, or they're in, back in the day, they would be in one of my group coaching programs. And then just for a couple of weeks, I'd work with them, kick ass, and then we keep it rolling. And back then, I didn't do any type of one-on-one stuff because I didn't have the ABC system that Kip invented and gave to me. So that's why I always tell you guys that the one cliche I used to always think was the stupidest thing in the world when I was young, when people said it, I was like, that is the corniest. And I get why I thought it was corny because it doesn't jive with my personality. But people used to always say, your network is your net worth. I used to hate that. I was like, that is the corniest bullshit. But then when you actually build a network as an adult and you realize, oh, that's actually true. Yep. All right. I actually now understand that some of the people I have in my network make me so much better than I would ever have been alone. And that's why I always say, like, if I actually said this on tomorrow's podcast, you'll hear it, where I said, if I was sitting here with The Rock and I asked him, who are the 5 people that actually make you awesome? I guarantee you he could name them off the top of his head. And because, like, The Rock isn't The Rock without help. There's just no way a person is that good and successful. Like, I guarantee you, he's got 5 enablers in his circle that keep him dope. Because there's no way he could keep all that up by himself. Pavarotti, kick ass. There you go, girl. Gotta watch my ammo. Yeah, girl, get him. Kill his ass. He ain't shit. So yeah, like on social media, I'm not interested in keeping because motivation's bullshit, man. It is. Like people like, B, I can't stay motivated. It's because you have no leverage. You can't be disciplined if you don't give a fuck about what you're trying to do. Like, answer me this: why are you motivated to get your ass up every day and go to these boring ass classes and write these papers? Why haven't you quit? Is it motivation? Are you motivated every day to write these dumbass papers? Tell me. I want to know. Tell me. You know, so all these people on the internet talking about I'm not motivated. That's not your problem. Yeah, you're not motivated, but that's motivation is only enough to start the engine of the car. You need fucking fuel to keep that thing running, and fuel is discipline and consistency. There is no discipline and consistency without a great fiery fucking desire in the belly of your soul. There is no discipline without that. You have to want something. And what I work like a lot of times when I'm working with people, it's helping them figure out what the fuck they actually want, so they can have some diligence and dedication to getting shit done. You know what I mean? Like, and then you realize even some of the people I've worked with who are in their 60s, like I don't know what the fuck I want to do with my life. Yeah, because no one ever sat you down to think about it. You're welcome. So let's hear it. What do you want, Chief? Where'd it go? Oh, you're a whore. Oh, damn it, man. Okay, this it needs to not be the way it is. Like, just switch. I have to switch to another weapon just to unequip it. Like, come on, guys. You had a lot of time to work this out. What are we out here doing? All right, that gets our weight down. So yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of inventory management because that's open world RPG's favorite thing. No, no, ho! I want a thing, just not all of it. Dang, I didn't even see. Like, I'm not ever paying attention when I'm running around these games picking up stuff. I didn't even know I picked up all this stuff. Whoa, 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 whoa! What was that? Nah, that's got that lightning damage, baby. Keep that. Keep that joint. Lightning damage will come in handy soon enough, brother. He just shows up with a couple of Rottweilers. All right, got that weight back down, baby. Now I'm ready to kick ass all night. Pavarotti, ready to get it? My lady friend, let's keep kicking ass. Actually, what I want to be doing, where's the map? I want to go to my ship. Because I want the homeboy to come with us. Oh, snap. You could just fast travel to the geothermal plant? Word? I didn't know you could just fast travel without actually being somewhere. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah, that's the... I'm thinking of the wrong place. Yeah, I have been there. Let's see. Harley says, oh, okay, nice. I'm motivated to procrastinate then. Oh, that's me for sure. I'm just riding the wave of life and letting it guide me. I don't know what I want to do, but I'm enjoying what I'm doing. Well, that's a good place to be. Like, if you're having fun, then that means you're in a good place, right? So you may not need to sit down and try to do some grand master plan. If you're having a ball, that's you won. It's like I tell people all the time, man. Like, if you're a garbage man or garbage woman, inclusivity, and you go home every day happy as a freaking clam, then you won. Go do your thing, man. Go do it. See, billionaire android says, "Hey B, feel free to ignore the ding ding, but I'm tossing you two pics on Signal that should immediately drive home my anxiety of being alone. In context." I got it. Roger that, my friend. Yo, Vicar, where at, G? You get your ass out here now. We got ass to kick. It's me and you, baby. Yo, Vic. Said you was gonna meet me at the ship, Vic. Do I need to kick your ass? Oh, that's right. Your party members. Wait, but she's with me. Why would that matter? Where's the vicar, man? Vic! Get your black ass out here.
Want to be a brand new you? Try out our respecification.
I love me a respec. No, I'm good. I don't want to do none of this.
Machine. Alex installed it himself. Right before he died.
Yo, Vic.
Oh, wow.
Said you was gonna meet us at the
If
ship,
I'd been
baby.
able to get out here, I so would have stripped this for parts.
All right, I guess Vic ain't here, man. I guess Vic ain't here. Yeah, I that definitely would cause me some anxiety there. Ryan the Lion. Shoot the moon, baby. All right, ladies and gents, here's the deal. We're having a ball. Life is grand. At some point, we got to bid each other a fond adieu. And I think that time has come. So, I'm going to do exactly that. Bid you all a fond adieu. Plan to come back tomorrow. Actually, I might not be back tomorrow. I'm going to be on another show Tuesday. They've asked me to sit on a panel of veteran business owners to answer questions for, I think, up and coming business owners. So I might have to go to bed earlier than advertised on Monday so I can make sure I'm awake for that. But I should be back in the saddle at some point. I remember really enjoying this game. Moderately enjoying it now. I mean, I've beaten this game I think twice. So it's like I'm at the point where it's like, all right, I've done this. But I do enjoy this game. Don't get me wrong. I do dig it. But we'll see if we stick with it for now. I mean, all these games I've planned to eventually finish. So we'll get back to Metal Gear Solid 5. I don't really have any beef with it other than I wasn't having a good time playing it, and that was coming out on the streams. It was just like this. Like I went back and watched my stream sometimes. I'm like, this stream is really boring for someone who's watching it after the fact. For the folks that are here, we usually get into at least some type of conversation and have a good time. But even that was lacking, and I felt like the game wasn't providing me with enough things happening in the world that I could react to and make funny or turn into an improv joke or whatever. So there you go. Yeah, imagine if it was 15 minutes later. Oh, I haven't looked at the picture yet. I just saw the 1450 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's look at the picture before we go. Let's see. 1450 degrees. Imagine if it was 15 minutes later and that was molten. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, no, I think I'm good, man. That looked like some Shadrach, Meshach, and the big bad Negro from the Bible. I think I'm going to avoid that. Anyway, I love you guys more than you'll ever know. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a part. Enjoy the podcast tomorrow. I think you're going to get a lot out of it. It's shorter than my normal session, just because I really I use tomorrow's podcast to do exactly what Suba asked me to do, which is announce some things that I have going on. So I used it as an opportunity to alert people to the Good Life Playbook, even though that ends here, I think tonight at midnight. The free Good Life Playbook goes away at midnight, and then but then I talked about this one-on-one thing that I've kind of opened up, and then it just explained to people kind of how it works and why it's important. Shared some, business advice and tips in the midst of that, and then I ended with a story that I think is important about perseverance and just keep going, man. Even when you're like, I'm helping a guy right now, another veteran brother of mine who he's going through it hard, and it's just like, dude, just keep going. This is the game. Like when you first get started, it's like learning how to walk. You're gonna fall, man. You're gonna have these things happen to you because you're just getting started. There's just things you don't know, you haven't experienced, and this is, yeah, I get you were profitable in the first month, and then it wasn't. I said, but there's benefits to that as well as you're going through some hardship, but there's going to be some benefits to that on the back end. Um, but anyway, it's just like just keep just one more step, man, because you also never know when you're gonna blow, right? Like I was getting ready to delete my TikTok account, and I was just from walking home from the bus stop with my little guy, and we were singing the Airborne Ranger cadence, and next thing you know, I'm talking to 20,000 vets. And I had been for years, like literally since 2015, trying to talk to veterans through YouTube and Facebook. And just what I learned about YouTube was veterans don't go there for that type of connection. Like I met with a couple of vets. They're like, yeah, it's just we're here to watch football or a thing. Like we're not, nobody's looking for that thing that you're making. And then Facebook is Facebook. But when I did it on TikTok, somehow it wasn't somehow their algorithm is fine tuned a little bit better than these other ones when it comes to trying to get to a specific audience. It's like TikTok is very much better at getting you in front of exactly who you want to talk to. Whether or not your content does well is on you, but it's like TikTok sees your video and sees your hashtags and says, "Okay, cool. This is who you want to talk to. Cool. Here's 50 of them. Let's see how it goes." Yeah, none of them gave a shit. Nice try, idiot. Upload something else, right? So next thing I know, I'm talking to 20,000 veterans overnight. What? I was about to be done. I did that song with my son. I was like, oh, this would be a cute thing. And little did I know, I've been dropping all this knowledge and this other business stuff. Nobody cared, but the minute I did something endearing, tens of thousands of people paid attention. And then I had their attention to say the good things. And that's what I tell a lot of business owners who have my personality type. It's like at some point, part of you needs to be an entertainer, man. Most people aren't an entrepreneur. They're not going to bleed and read 1,000 books and be, ungodly curious about things and do things even when they're not fun. Most people need that little spark to get interested in something. So, a little bit of entertainment ain't gonna kill anyone. Anywho, I'm out. I love you guys dearly. I'm sure I'll be talking to most of you on text here at some point. Before the night is through, or at least tomorrow, or at some point. Suba, I'll be sending you a couple of messages tonight. Before, actually, I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to send you the messages, so be on the lookout for that. But as a matter of fact, I can't message you anyway until you do step one, which you just got an email about. Let's see, have you already done it? Nah. So once you do step one, no rush. You can do it tomorrow. I will message you. There'll be voice messages. I'll voice message you all the next steps and things in a quick tutorial for how to use the app and blah 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 blah. And we'll get in there. And if anybody else wants a little bit of help, a little bit of one-on-one, holler at your boy. Otherwise, I love you guys dearly. We are stronger than I. And I'll probably see y'all tomorrow, man.